Sup shooters, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews, where today we're checking out a track from an artist named Bruce Jackson and it's called Self-Destruction. We got ourselves a video here. Switch over to YouTube. We're gonna watch the video and see and hear what we think. Oh, Shortwave Productions. Nice, cool man. Sounds good. Oh. What's this, man? I'm loving how perky it is. It's actually pretty professional. I have to say, this is a very professional intro and it's definitely grabbed my attention. That place looks derelict as hell though, man. Oh. Damn, man. That drum kit is super slick. Oh. Got some pipes there, my dude. It's got a funky vibe to it. I'm loving that quarter note groove. That main melodic idea, they're going bum ba bum bum ba dum ba bum bum, and that kind of like key change or that sort of like modulation of that sort of theme is really sick. It's really fluent. I'm loving the overall vibe of this. It's really dope. Damn, man. The video production is really cool as well. It's that aspect ratio that's been chosen for this music video is really intriguing as well. I haven't really been a massive fan of like when videos take up about like, you know, even a minute percentage of your screen with like black bars, but this makes it seem incredibly cinematic in this case, and I love how it's been sort of put together. The lens flare is a nice touch. I'm loving the effects on the vocals, the delay, and the reverb, and how clean the actual overall production has been. And those cool announcers. And that kind of like really kind of that kind of authoritative kind of vroom, vroom, vroom kind of bass there is a kind of nice touch on top of everything else. Yeah, the lyrics do match like the lyrics do match the video quite well, and I get an overall sort of sense of apathy about it. It's a really interesting take on this. I like the fact that it hasn't, you know, Bruce isn't taking himself too seriously. It's a very nice kind of casual take. It's a guy just kind of trying to make the most of the apocalypse by the looks of it. Self-destruction, of course. Like those strings there are like a kind of a juxtaposition against the overall kind of like the concept of the self-destruction and kind of, you know, us getting older and the world just kind of getting a bit crueler and harder and stuff and everything kind of decaying and deteriorating. Those strings are like they're kind of like a happy little like they're laughing at you, you know what I mean? It's so smooth. This is damn. Hell of an interlude as well. Nice. The overall kind of like the intensity and the energy that you know, Bruce Jackson provides to this justifies his position as the frontman. You don't need to question what the other instrumentalists are doing because you're kind of sort of stuck looking at him and really enjoying his presence in this mix as a whole. I love how the hook and verse is defined. They have their own, like, it's been mastered well enough for like all the kind of main sort of verses and to sound nice and polished and well presented and put together. It's a lovely time I'm having with this one. I apologize for starting it and stopping it, but I need to comment on this stuff, you know? It's really clever, actually. If this is what Bruce Jackson's music is like as a whole, then I mean he's gonna go far. You know, the actual the instrumentation and the way it was put together, the composition itself is like, it's fairly simple. You've only got like 3 or 4 instruments, but just the overall kind of, you can tell this guy loves what he does. He loves what he does. That main theme is sort of engaging enough to really sort of keep you going for that 3 minutes or so. Sean Wave 2020. Yeah, well done. To Sean Wave and Bruce Jackson on Self-Destruction. It was a really solid effort. Really solid effort. I think the how solid Bruce was as a vocalist in his own, he was very comfortable in his own range. He didn't really stretch or exert himself unnecessarily. It was a very convincing vocal performance. And he did try and sort of make each little bit, like the verses, the chorus, the interlude. I think he put a lot of consideration into what was best for each of those parts. And I really admire that, because sometimes you'll get people and they'll kind of lazily just kind of do the same thing for each, and the music changes, but it's the exact same delivery. Bruce Jackson is on another level in that respect. I can't fault this one. This is one of the best singles I've heard in quite a while. And the music video is a lovely touch. It feels like the 90s watching this. And it gives me a really nostalgic vibe as being like a 90s kid myself. I don't know what else to say about this one. I think I've kind of said all I wanted to say. Obviously, as a singer, he's very, very good. And I think that, again, as I mentioned before, is sort of talking about how, like, what was it, pity you or pity me? Woe for you or woe for me, or something along those lines in the interlude was very telling. It's like, we all feel sorry for ourselves, but is it enough to really do anything about it? And it kind of gets to a point where, like, sure, you can self-destruct, but you got to stop at some point, Everyone learns from their mistakes, but you can't just keep doing it for the rest of life, because, people are getting older. And you have to grow from these experiences. The music production was tight, the instrumentation choice, everything meshed together well. That's basically it. I wish Bruce Jackson the best of luck in future. Hopefully you enjoyed listening to Self-Destruction. Please do check out his various social medias. Stay cool, stay safe. Please also remember, support your local musicians at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I'll catch you next review. Spiderhands out.